You guys all good with those?
Mhm.
Yeah, any questions on them? Good to go? All right. So, normally we use that Alex program, but I know that there was still everybody getting their Chromebooks still. We got Chromebooks yet or no Chromebooks?
There has to come about it.
Gotcha. Yep. So we're gonna hold off until Monday to actually start with that whole Alex program. So we're just gonna do a little worksheet yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and then Monday, hopefully everybody will be up and running and ready to go, and then we'll be able to start with that program. And then you won't have to listen to me talk all the time. So yeah, so sooner you get that turned in, the sooner you don't, right, the sooner you don't have to hear me. And that's a bonus, right? All right. So today, we're just gonna do a quick little overview about multiplying. Right. So we can start off, let's say we had 7 times -5. Sometimes we see it written that way. What's 7 times -5? -35, right? So we know that if one's positive and one's negative, positive and a negative is always going to give us a negative, right? And then multiply 7 times 5 and get our little 35, right? So we can write it, sometimes I write it with like the little dot for multiplication, right? -2 times 6 is -12. Look at you. You guys are rock stars today, right? -6 times -5. Sometimes I'll write it that way. So positive 30, right? So the little trick, if the two signs are the same, it's always going to be positive, right? So a negative times a negative is positive, and a positive times a positive is positive. So if we had 4 times 2, we would get 8, right? Not too bad. You guys got those. So then we can spice it up a little bit. What about if we multiply fractions? So when we multiply fractions, so I don't know, let's do like 1/2 times 3/4. Anybody remember how to multiply them? What do? Yeah, you go straight across when you multiply. Yeah. So this is the same thing as like 1 times 3 over 2 times 4. So what are we going to get on top? What are we going to get on bottom? 8. Yep. Not too bad. So if they gave us a -2/5 times 4/7, you can put the negative on the top or the bottom. I usually just leave it on the top, right? So that would be like -2 times 4, and then on the bottom it would be 5 times 7. Yep, beautiful. And then you just want to check your fractions to see if these can reduce, and either one of those can reduce. All right. What about if we had 15 times 2/3? Yep, so anytime you have a whole number, you can always write it as a fraction. So that would be like 15 over 1 times 2/3, right? So on top. Yep, 1 times 3. So 15 times 2 is 30. 1 times 3 is 3. Can we reduce that? Yeah. Yeah. Like you can either just divide it, right? 30 divided by 3 is 10. Or if you reduced the top and the bottom by 3, like technically you can divide both of these by 3. So you'd have 10 over 1. And what's 10 over 1? 10, right? I think you guys got it. So work on our little assignment for today, and then call it good. You guys got any questions?
Go back to the top. I didn't get the first part.
Yep.
Thank you.
This one up here?
Yeah.
Yep, no problem.